Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Boston College Eagles offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll take it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right now?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Calls his own number. He's inside the 10. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A design run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And 3rd down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off play action. Looking to buy time. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A quick pass to the left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man down the middle. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Brown will throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Takes the handoff. It's McDonald. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. He's got it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Back to throw, it's James. Flips it out on the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. It doesn't get better than that.
Quarterback keeps it. Wide open spaces.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Brown wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before when you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, you know, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it is critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's James. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a 3rd and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Franklin. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's James. Finds his man, it's Franklin. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This time it's complete. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Caught in the backfield, it's Franklin. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. It's complete to the right. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass, it's James. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeps looking downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Makes the grab. It's Irvin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Boston College wants to play fast. The give to the lone running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Tries to get it on the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
The defense just has not been able to get off the field here in critical down and distances. That's why they're losing in this game right now. After that last conversion, that's now 4 different fourth downs that they haven't been able to stop in this game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
It's a seam wide open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking left. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Boston College! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close back on track and going 2-1.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed.
On the run, it's Irvin.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Might as well stick with him. Find some fresh air. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Brown wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
It's a turnover on downs.
Brown will throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the running back. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Stanford!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. Going right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 40, there he goes. Good gain on the return. When winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.